Monroe County.
I don't know how much of that package you got to hear, Jeremy, but I think she really glossed over the honey mustard and onion pretzels. I needed to hear more about the honey mustard and onion pretzels.
I think you and I need to leave right now and go get some ourselves.
Yeah, I hope that, well, call them, tell them we're on our way.
All right, I'll do that right after the forecast.
Okay.
It looked delicious. And if you're planning on cooking, baking, or doing anything this upcoming evening for Christmas Eve, here's your baking forecast for Christmas Day. I'm going to be putting it in the oven all afternoon. And as you look at the oven, it looks like it's ready to go. Okay, there are the cookies. This is your forecast for Christmas Day. 12 p.m., 43 will be the temperature, 41 around 3 o'clock, and by 7, temperatures dropping below the freezing mark. We'll have afternoon sunshine and some clouds in the morning. Looks like a beautiful day for Christmas. But then as we look ahead towards Friday, we're getting ready for a storm on the way. Not just likely anymore. Now it is definite. It is coming. There will be snow. There will be a mix of freezing rain and sleet in central Pennsylvania, and that will cause significant travel problems as we head past the holiday. So if you're planning on going anywhere between 3 p.m. on Friday and 9 a.m. on Saturday, that will be the strongest impacts from this system. There will be slick roads, reduced visibility, and enough snow to shovel and plow for sure, especially if you live in northeastern Pennsylvania. Today, the temperatures were mild. We were in the mid-40s for Williamsport and Selinsgrove. We're at 40 in Scranton. 37 was the high for Mount Pocono. Now temperatures falling into the 20s for Lopez and New Milford. Same for the Poconos. We're at 29 in Thornhurst, 28 in Lake Harmony. Still in the low 40s for Lewisburg and Selinsgrove. Tower City sitting at 40 on the dot. Temperatures a click warmer than they were 24 hours ago, from 1 to 3 degrees from Scranton to New Albany, and down in Selinsgrove we're 7 degrees warmer. And there's a live view of Irving Cliff, this beautiful star. Looks over Honesdale, and look at that beautiful glow in the valley there in Honesdale. Did you know, now I cleared things up, Winter Wonderland, walking in a winter wonderland. The lyricist was from Honesdale, and he wrote that song about Honesdale. All roads somehow lead back to northeastern Pennsylvania. 33 is the current temperature. Northeast winds at 7, making it feel like 27 degrees. Peak winds earlier today were up to 41. In Scranton, up to 49 miles per hour. We had a very gusty morning. Now winds have died back to less than 10 across the region. And the clouds are starting to fill in ahead of some quick moisture that'll bring us a spot flurry tonight. This is not the system that will bring us significant impacts. That's still on the west coast, right now in the Pacific Northwest. It'll dive across the country, move coast to coast, and bring us the risk for snow and freezing rain on Friday night into Saturday morning. And that's why the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm watch for the entirety of our region, out through New Jersey, out towards Long Island, for parts of the Hudson Valley, back towards western Pennsylvania, and this will likely get upgraded to a winter storm warning as we get closer to the actual event on Friday afternoon. Tonight, some increasing cloud cover, a spot flurry or two that could cause some reduced visibility if you run into it while you're driving between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. But otherwise, the clouds are all we're going to see in our skies. And maybe if you look up, you might see Rudolph's blinking red nose. Then for Christmas Day, the clouds burn off and we got beautiful sunshine for your afternoon. Some gusts of wind up to 20 miles per hour possible. And then headed into your Friday, that's when we see the impacts start. Now, this is the weather setup. We have this big ridge of high pressure just towards our north and east, filling in this colder air ahead of the low pressure system's entrance. So that brings us a swath of snow for northeastern Pennsylvania, but notice the pinks. That's for central Pennsylvania, the mixing of freezing rain, icy conditions, and the possibility of some sleet mixing in too. And that'll continue for a large part of central Pennsylvania overnight Friday into Saturday. Now notice how it stays all snow in northeastern Pennsylvania, so we could get in on some big totals from this system. So here's a close-up look. Snow showers starting by 3 o'clock, heavy overnight Friday into Saturday. We notice the mixing occurring throughout the evening hours on Friday and continuing through Saturday morning. And we end off the snow showers in northeastern Pennsylvania by around 9 a.m. on Saturday. Snowfall amounts for central Pennsylvania between a coating to 2 inches. If you live between Williamsport and the Valley Cities, between 1 and 4. The Valley Cities will see anywhere from 4 to 8. And then if you live north and east, easily 6+ inches, possibly up to nearly a foot in places like Hawley and Waymart. So watch out for a lot of snow if you're traveling Plan your travel around this storm. This is going to cripple any travel that's going to happen as we head into Friday and Saturday. And icing amounts for places like Clinton and like Cumming counties down towards Union and Snyder counties over 1/10 of an inch, possibly a 1/4 inch of ice. That could cause power outages and very, very dangerous slick conditions on sidewalks and roadways. So this will completely disable travel Friday night into Saturday morning, especially if you're going to be up in northeastern Pennsylvania where snowfall totals will likely be over 6 inches. There's your 7-day forecast. Christmas looks beautiful. Temperatures in the low 40s. Then we got the impactful system Friday night into Saturday morning. I'm tracking another system that'll bring us rain on Sunday, Scott, and a mix of snow and rain on Monday.
I am getting weary of all the systems.
86 days till spring. Think warm thoughts.
I like your optimistic outlook, Jeremy. Thank you.
Yep.